Hello? I'm not calling in reference to anything that you and Brian spoke about the other day. You know, in terms of Charlotte and how many dates he gets. I heard about that, none of my business. I wanted to talk to you about something else completely. Okay, I actually have to give my daughter a bath. It's just something that it won't take too much of your time. It's just, I'm not usually the type of person, but I don't like it when an ex-girlfriend of my boyfriend happens to call him over for a personal meeting and then confesses that she still loves him. I think that's kind of like crossing the line just a little bit. Okay, I wasn't confessing my love to him. I was just trying to kind of like smooth things over, explain where I was coming from with certain things and why I was behaving the way that I was behaving. Right, but I do think that it was very unnecessary for you to tell him that. He doesn't need to hear things like that. I don't really think you're this type of person. I don't know you well enough, but I feel like you may be having like a moment in some way. I don't know if you're feeling like threatened or something, but no, I'm not threatened in any way. I just think it's kind of inappropriate to be talking to your ex-boyfriend / baby's father that way when he's in a committed relationship. If the tables were turned and someone said they loved your partner, like, it just doesn't seem right. And again, I'm not this type of person to point that out, but moving forward, I would like to set some boundaries where we don't talk to people like that, especially my boyfriend, because he is no longer your boyfriend. Does that make sense? I just want to make something clear. I did not confess my love to him in any way. I wasn't trying to cross any lines. I was just trying to speak to him on a human level. And if I offended you in some way, I apologize. I did not mean for it to come off as inappropriate. And you weren't really there, so you don't know how I said it, but it wasn't me like telling him I wished he was back with me or anything like that. Okay, I understand all the reasons that you're telling me you did not do it for, but is there a reason why you did it? Can you just explain to me why you felt it necessary to tell him that you still loved him? I told him that because I wanted there to be an open line of communication and some transparency between us as to why I've been behaving the way that I've been behaving or why my actions have been a certain way, and I didn't want them to be misconstrued for something else. I was just trying to clear the air. Here's a suggestion. How about we change our behavior instead of explaining our behavior and justifying it in any way? Does that make sense? Okay. I understand where you're coming from. I just don't necessarily appreciate the way you're going about it, if that makes sense. But I understand your perspective, and I will try to incorporate that into my interactions with Brian moving forward. All I'm saying is I've been trying to be friendly with you. I've tried to get on the same page with you, and you've pushed me away, and you've told me you didn't want anything to do with me. And then you call my boyfriend to your house to sit him down and not negotiate how many days you want out of the week for him to have Charlotte or anything like that. You actually save that for a whole other day. But then you sit there and you tell him, you look him right in the eye and you tell him that you still love him, and that's why you're bitter and upset and everything like that. And it's okay to feel that way completely, and I don't want you to feel that way. I don't want you to feel jealous or bitter or resentful of me in any way. I want to be your friend. But I just think it was inappropriate to call him over and tell him that face to face. Alright, I didn't really get all that, but I get it. Sounds good. Don't worry, nothing like this will happen again. Sounds good. Otherwise, do you have a problem with me in any way? Because every time I've tried to help you or reach out to you or add you on social media, you seem to have a big issue with me. And if you want me to stop trying to reach out and be your friend and stuff, I will do that. I won't try to be your friend anymore. I just wanted to coexist since you are co-parenting with my boyfriend. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not looking for new friends, so you don't have to waste your breath on advice or helping me or anything like that. I appreciate you being nice as opposed to everyone else in my life, but I don't really need it, nor am I looking for it. Okay, no problem at all. Have a good day. Goodness. Come on, Junior. Let's go in your room. We're home now.